Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 9, Episode 5 of Game of Thrones, the board game. We are playing with the Mother of Dragons expansion, and we're calling this one A Lannister Always Pays His Debts. I'm kind of focusing on House Lannister. Last round, we had some interesting combat. We saw Cersei Lannister on the board. We saw Sir Kevin Lannister. We had some big turnover in Dragonstone, defeat of the Baratheons by the Targaryens, and we had a major naval defeat of Lannisters versus the Greyjoys. We also had a pushback from Moat Cailin versus the Lannisters, pushing back the Starks into Winterfell. And our first dragons now have landed on the shore. I'm going to move the clock up to 5. Let's get into the Westeros phase. Before we do, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, decoding the dragon symbol in myth and occult traditions. If you guys like J.R.R. Tolkien, George Martin, and things like the Bloodline of the Holy Grail, check this book out. We also got the Alchemy and Anthroposophy and the Dune Saga and the Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence Omnibus. Helps to support the channel. You can also check out our Patreon. Stay on top of our Song of Ice and Fire gameplay, Tainted Grail gameplay this year, and we're also doing miniature painting, Joan of Arc, Song of Ice and Fire, Conan by Monolith, so go check it out. Let's jump into round 5. So let's get our phase cards turned over. We've got a supply. First up in Westeros phase, we got a supply card. We can reconcile the supply. And while we do this, let's check out our scores too. We'll start out with Lannisters. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can move the Lannisters to 5 now. So that helps them out. And let's also check their castles. They've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lannisters are already at 7. Oh, 6, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we've got 1, 2, 3. They're moving up to 3. Highgarden. 3. Let's check out their supply as well as 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Highgarden. Let's look at Targaryen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Targaryen moves up to 4 as well. Also, their victory points, they've got 1, 2, 3. I can add 3 for them. So they're up to 4 now, because they also have their victory token. Next up, Greyjoy. They're reduced down to 1 now. So Greyjoy is going to go down to 1. Stark will go up to... Stark is going to 1, 2. So Stark still sits at 2. And House Aaron, they have 1, 2, 3. They move up to 3. And they've got 1, 2 also. Okay, so that's going to do it for that reconcile. Let's jump into the next card. We've got Last Days of Summer. Nothing happens, so take a break. We also are going to advance our wilding track up 2 more to 6 now, in case there's a wilding attack. Next up, we've got the Feast of Crows. Consolidate power orders cannot be played during this planning phase, so consolidate orders, those are those crowns, we cannot play them. And we are able to add a loyalty, Targaryen loyalty cell, shows up in the Carhold. So let's go ahead and place our orders. Starting out with Lannisters, we'll focus on those guys first. And I'll kind of fast forward through everyone else and I'll give you guys the results. Let's move the Iron Bank across too. Okay. So first off, we will let's have our attack go through. We'll do a dual attack here on the Greyjoys. And we'll also do an attack from the sea against the remaining ship there that they have. This ship is kind of technically here now, let's say. So these guys can do this dual attack. Let's say just show it like that to make it look presentable. Also give that a -1 attack. The rest of them, let's make them strong holding defensive positions. So defense and defense, and we'll play a defense here as well. Okay, so that's going to do it for our Lannisters. I'll do a quick fast forward through the rest of them, and I'll give you guys the results on the other side. I think the main placing of orders will focus on Lannister versus Pike, and then also Targaryen versus Baratheon. I think that'll be the main play. Okay, so we got the orders placed. We're gonna focus first on let's get the Targaryen. Let's look at this Targaryen move. They're gonna go take the dragon in and grab one more token for the victory points, and Targaryens can move up to 5 with that victory point. Let's also have a let's also focus on Targaryen moving the troops across to Dragonstone, and they'll move these troops across to attack in the Blackwater Bay. So we've got 2 dragons at 2, so that's 2, 4, 5, 6. They're using this support versus 2, 3, 4. So let's have the characters come out here. And we've got Melisandre versus Ariston Whitebeard. He has 3, so it's obviously going to be a Targaryen victory. There is a sword and a defense, so they're going to lose one of their Baratheon troops. They're going to push them back into the King's Wood, and the Targaryens have now taken King's Landing as a... Oh, actually, no, that was the Blackwater. They can't do that. They have to do the Blackwater. That's not connected. So they have taken the Blackwater. Let's move it that way. Baratheons have lost the Blackwater, and Targaryens have landed there. I couldn't go to Blackwater Bay because we don't have a ship in there. But that's fine. Let's go ahead now to... let's take a look at Hightower. We've got the Reach. They're going to attack the Boneway. So Hightower versus the Boneway. We've got Martell in the Boneway. We've got Randall Tarley versus Ariohota. It's 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're going to actually get pushed back. They're going to retreat back to Highgarden. That is a defeat for the Tyrell. Let's also go ahead and give our Lannisters in the Greywater Watch. They're going to move in to the Pike with a +1. The Pike has a +1 defense, so this is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Natural versus 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 versus 5 plus our cards. We've got Dagmar Cleftjaw, or who else is this? We got Victorian Greyjoy. So he has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for the Greyjoys. And we will pull out Tywin Lannister for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's going to push the Greyjoys out. If we have Tywin Lannister, it says we gain 2 power tokens as well. So we're going to give the Lannisters 2 power tokens. We'll add those to our list. The Greyjoys are going to have to escape. I assume they can escape up to here through that ship connection. We'll also have the Lannisters attack the ship, which will be 1-on-1, and that will be 1 on 1, plus 1 and 1. So again, they're going to defeat them back to the Bay of Ice. We've effectively taken Pike for the Lannisters, and now Lannisters are going to move up to the 7th victory point. Guys, that's going to do it for the wrap up the round. Playing a Lannister always repays his debts. We had some early interaction between the Greyjoys and the Lannisters. Lannisters pays their debts and wins the Game of Thrones. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next game. Like and subscribe. Go check out our Patreon. We are doing Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon this year. We're also been working through our Song of Ice and Fire tabletop miniature game. We'll be doing a paint through for some of the hero sets. We got Golden Cloaks coming up, Champions of the Stag, Starfall Knights. We've got the House Martell starter set to paint through. Tons of gameplay out there from Joan of Arc. And we've recently picked up the Conan Kickstarter with the King's Pledge and doing a massive multiple part paint through of that. Check out our miniature paint through video. Like, subscribe, leave your comments below, and ring the bell to get notified. Thank you guys all for attending and making it this far in the video. We will talk to you in the next game. Take care. Bye-bye.